3 minutes to go in the third period. The Sun Devils trying to go on the attack again. Down the right wing. Simpson tries to center one. He did, but nobody was there for ASU. And it's just been that last move for the Sun Devils. They've been able to get it into the zone in this third period, but have not been able to finish off that game-tying goal. Simpson couldn't get his deflection on net. Puck into the corner. Giving chase is Paschnik. Now leaves it for his brother, who tries a quick shot. That didn't get through. Now Brinson Paschnik with it after gloving it down in the neutral zone. He'll try to center one. Chance was there for Holman, but he could not get a stick on it. And Alabama Huntsville clears it again. Have to keep an eye on Joey DeCourt as we get to just over 2 minutes to go in this third period. See when Greg Powers wants to pull him. Another big hip check along the boards. Wilson trying to keep the puck down low for ASU. It's Holman with it. He couldn't find a man with his pass, but unable to clear here. Alabama Huntsville, a shot goes just wide of the net with 1:50 to go in the third. 2-1, the Chargers lead it, trying to finish off this win and get a series sweep here in Tempe, or a series split here in Tempe, and deny the Sun Devils a first series sweep of the year. Here come the Chargers again. Gorowski waits in the middle. He couldn't get a shot off, however, and the Sun Devils will come the other way. 1:32 to go. It's Croston down the left wing. Croston trying to center one. He has two men there. A shot goes just over the top of the net and out of play for a whistle. It was Stridesburg who let it go, but could not beat Yahelski, and the score remains 2-1.
So many opportunities for the Sun Devils here in this last period, setting themselves up in the right places, but just not able to get a puck in the net.
Well, ASU season still very early on, but you feel like a goal here could really be a big momentum boost going into a ranked matchup in a couple weeks with Penn State, knowing that the opportunity is here, and now we're going to get a timeout from Greg Powers, sensing how important this upcoming face-off is. So with 1:23, the Sun Devils trailing 2-1. The face-off coming in the far side of the Alabama-Huntsville zone. If you're the Sun Devils, if you're Greg Powers, are you pulling Joey DeCourt now, or are you waiting to see if you can win the face-off and maybe get possession before he comes to the bench?
At this point, I think the Sun Devils have been setting themselves up for the right situations, setting themselves up for these goals. They just haven't been able to poke it in. So I think at this point, they will take everything they have with the players they already have on offense and just try to punch one in the last minute and 30.
We'll see what kind of plays the Sun Devils draw up on the bench. It's Greg Powers with the clipboard, telling his team what he wants them to do. So the lineup he'll throw out there is Johnny Walker, Stridesburg, Wilson, Croston, and Gruber. So it does look like they're going to pull DeCourt. So it'll be 6-on-5 hockey. The Sun Devils going for that game-tying goal with an offensive zone coming up, or offensive zone draw coming up here. Again, 1:23 left. It'll be Gruber to take the face-off for the Sun Devils. The face-off dot has been a pivotal place tonight for the Chargers, much improved, but not this time as Gruber wins the draw. To the near side, Wilson shoots one, save, rebound still there, couldn't find a way through traffic, and it's finally covered up by Yahelski. Well, Jacob Wilson saw the net, he saw the goalie was out, but his shot was blocked, and then there was too much traffic in front for him to get a second attempt through. A quick whistle and 1:15 to go in regulation time. Couldn't have asked for a much better chance, though, if you're Greg Powers there coming off that drawn-up play. Now Croston will take the face off the left-handed stick. Gets it tied up behind him, but the puck was kept in by Wilson for a moment, and now will go off of Paschnik, and it'll be called a face-off in the neutral zone. They're going to say the puck went off Paschnik into the Alabama-Huntsville bench, so they'll draw out of the Chargers in with 1:08 to play.
So close to that first home sweep. Taste it. Can they make it in a minute?
Well, if the Sun Devils are going to score here, who do you see scoring it for them?
I mean, with Stridesburg out there, I think based off of last night's performance, I think he has what it takes, but many players on the ice right now that have that ability.
A weird bounce for Wilson, and he was nearly able to put it away, but just missed over the top of the goal. Puck still there in the crease. Yahowski trying to poke it with his blocker, and it's now into the corner. Crossed in there for the Sun Devils. 47 seconds left. Sends it to Walker. Walker tries a shot. That one's deflected wide. The Chargers are first to it. They will clear it down the length of the ice. It is on its side, and it'll go for an icing with 36.5 seconds to play, and the Sun Devils coming tantalizingly close to tying this game. In that last chance, the Chargers had just sent a clearing attempt around the boards. It hit off one of those metal stanchions between the panes of glass, and Wilson was there, the freshman defender for the Sun Devils, who tried to put it away, but he just put a little too much under it, sending it over the top of the goal and spurning a great chance to tie it at 2.
Sun Devils a little slow to me throughout this game at times. Now, if they had only played with the aggression and determination that they have in this period, I think the score would reflect differently at this point.
Timeout called here by Alabama Huntsville head coach Mike Corbett. We talked about how important this game can be to ASU, but equally as important to the Chargers. They certainly don't want to blow a late lead at the end of this brutal 8-game road trip to begin the season. A good defensive performance tonight from the Chargers, a team who had allowed at least 3 goals in each of their last 3 losses and in 6 of their first 7 games this season, but it's not been the case tonight. The Sun Devils with only the 1 tally. They'll need another one if they're going to force it to overtime. Same lineup for ASU. Croston will take the face-off. Linesman wants to make sure he gets his drop exactly right. Croston was great at the face-off dot last night, but does not win this one. The Chargers get to it. They'll try to clear it. Pashnik's there. He can't hold it in. And here comes Kestner for Alabama Huntsville. He scores on the empty net, and that's going to ice the game. It'll be a 3-1 score now with 25 seconds to go, and not enough time for an ASU comeback after the empty netter.
Perfect opportunity for the ASU Sun Devils to tie up this game, but instead went in the complete opposite direction.
Well, Josh Kestner came very close back in the first period. He hit the post with one of his shots. Wasn't going to make the same mistake twice, letting that one go from the blue line. And you could see the frustration from the Sun Devils. One of the players smashing his stick on the post. That shattered, as did their chances of trying to get this series sweep. Very similar feelings here to that game back against UMass on the opening weekend for ASU, where they were in it in that second game. Also looking for a sweep that night, but it wasn't to be. DeCord behind his own net here as the final seconds will tick down in this game. Rowe has it in the neutral zone. Here's Lappin, tries to get one in front. That one stopped by Yahelski. The Sun Devils pull their goalie again. Janssens will try a shot from the top of the point, but it goes wide, and the game ends. A 3-1 victory for Alabama Huntsville, a big victory for them. It snaps a 3-game losing streak and will send them to their home opener on the back of an important victory.